Which government is the best? The one that teaches us to govern ourselves. Who is the wisest man? He who neither knows or wishes for anything else than what happens. One cannot develop taste from what is of average quality but only from the very best. Music is either sacred or secular. The sacred agrees with its dignity, and here has its greatest effect on life, an effect that remains the same through all ages and epochs. Secular music should be cheerful throughout. Science arose from poetry. When times change, the two can meet again on a higher level as friends. The man who occupies the first place seldom plays the principal part. It is in self-limitation that a master first shows himself. The world remains ever the same. We are never further from what we wish than when we believe that we have what we wished for. A person places themselves on a level with the ones they praise. The credit of advancing science has always been due to individuals and never to the age. Every person above the ordinary has a certain mission that they are called to fulfill. Be above it. Make the world serve your purpose, but do not serve it. Upon the creatures we have made, we are, ourselves, at last, dependent. He who has a task to perform must know how to take sides, or he is quite unworthy of it. Superstition is the poetry of life. Objects in pictures should so be arranged as by their very position to tell their own story. Hatred is something peculiar. You will always find it strongest and most violent where there is the lowest degree of culture. Hatred is active, and envy passive dislike. There is but one step from envy to hate. If you must tell me your opinions, tell me what you believe in. I have plenty of doubts of my own. Mastery passes often for egotism. Unlike grown-ups, children have little need to deceive themselves. A useless life is an early death. To create something you must be something. If you start to think of your physical and moral condition, you usually find that you are sick. He is dead in this world who has no belief in another. He who enjoys doing and enjoys what he has done is happy. The formation of one's character ought to be everyone's chief aim. The people who are absent are the ideal, those who are present seem to be quite commonplace. If a man writes a book, let him set down only what he knows. I have guesses enough of my own. We can't form our children on our own concepts, we must take them and love them as God gives them to us. A noble person attracts noble people, and knows how to hold on to them. First and last, what is demanded of genius is love of truth. We don't get to know people when they come to us, We must go to them to find out what they are like. The deed is everything, the glory is not. Talk well of the absent whenever you have the opportunity. To appreciate the noble is a gain which can never be torn from us. I can tell you, honest friend, what to believe. Believe life, it teaches better that book or order. All the knowledge I possess everyone else can acquire, but my heart is all my own. A clever man commits no minor blunders. Everybody wants to be somebody, nobody wants to grow. The little man is still a man. Error is acceptable as long as we are young, but one must not drag it along into old age. He who possesses art and science has religion. He who does not possess them needs religion.
Where is the man who has the strength to be true, and to show himself as he is? Whoever wishes to keep a secret must hide the fact that he possesses one. Sowing is not as difficult as reaping. Wisdom is found only in truth. Nothing is to be rated higher than the value of the day. Know thyself? If I knew myself, I would run away. No one has ever learned fully to know themselves. What is my life if I am no longer useful to others? To the person with a firm purpose, all men and things are servants. To hard necessity one's will and fancy must conform. Passions are vices, or virtues, to their highest powers. The unnatural, that too is natural. He who does not think much of himself is much more esteemed than he imagines. I will listen to anyone's convictions, but pray, keep your doubts to yourself. A creation of importance can only be produced when its author isolates himself. It is a child of solitude. The Christian religion, though scattered and abroad, will in the end gather itself together at the foot of the cross. The biggest problem with every art is by the use of appearance to create a loftier reality. What life half gives a man, posterity gives entirely. The artist alone sees spirits. But after he has told of their appearing to him, everybody sees them. Age merely shows what children we remain. I do not know myself, and God forbid that I should. All things are only transitory. The intelligent man finds almost everything ridiculous, the sensible man hardly anything.